Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing Toy Story. So before I get started, if you're not 18, gonna get, you're not supposed to be over here, okay? Now, let's go ahead and share our screen because baby, listen, this lady says she need help. And I'm so surprised that only one person, I'm so disappointed in Reddit. Only one person left a comment, but y'all, she need help masturbating. Y'all know masturbation is meditation, so we gotta help her. We gotta help her. Let me get on over here to this screen, baby, so I can read this. So, sh- her name is No Cryptographer 8845, and I'm not logged in. So that's why we are not able to leave any comments, but it is some comment. It is a comment with some extra stuff. So yeah. So she says, "Hi, I'm a female 25. I can count the times I've attempted to masturbate on one hand. Baby, you ain't even tried enough." Anywho, I'm also one of those people who is not sure if they've ever had an orgasm. Oh my Lord Jesus. Without getting too into it, I grew up in a household filled with shame, and it was not the safest environment to explore my sexuality. I've had two sexual partners, both of them long term relationships. Now that I'm older, I'm trying to build a relationship with myself and my body, and I'm even questioning if I might be asexual, but that's not why I'm here. When I try to masturbate, I feel nothing. It starts to feel good and then I lose it. And all feeling fades. I feel weird and awkward. Sex with my partner had also begun to not feel enjoyable. Not to say that it's quote unquote bad. It's just something I feel I have to get through. Listen, the toy lady does not believe nor promote in what what do I call it? Let me move along. I don't believe in doing that. Oh, maintenance sex. That's what that is. I don't believe in maintenance sex. I got to be enjoying myself, or, maintenance sex is a no go for me. So, but we're not shaming. Okay. She said, I want to know if anyone has felt similar things and managed to find a way to orgasm. I also want to know if anyone has any tips on masturbating or making sex with your partner more enjoyable. Anything helps. Thank you. So y'all already know what the toy lady gonna say. Get a toy, big. Get a toy. Get a toy, sis. Okay. So mental accountant said, okay, they reference when she said, when I try to masturbate, I feel nothing. It starts to feel good, and then I lose it, and all the feeling phase, I feel with it awkward. So mental accountant said, are you rubbing yourself, or are you doing or doing vaginal masturbation with fingers or toys? Now I'm thinking that they're only using toys, mental accountant, because her hands, because she didn't say anything about no toys. And then they went on to say, as you have a history of growing up in an environment that wasn't ideal to explore or express your sexuality, it is very much possible that all the things, such as these weird and awkward feelings that you are experiencing now, are in some way due to the misconceptions and the mental blocks that you have. Those need to be addressed for you to overcome this. Absolutely. Now, I didn't necessarily grow up in a sex positive household. However, I walked in on my mom having sex several times, right? But I am trying to create an environment for my son to where he is comfortable enough to have conversations with me about those such things. And I've always told him, like, because I remember one day he was like, "Hey, mommy, watch this. I know how to make my penis get big." And I was like, "Oh my God," because he made it get big. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know what to do." And I was telling my husband, he was like, "Yo, like, we gonna have to, talk to him." He was like, "You the toy lady, talk to him." And so I was asking him, like, "Why are you doing it?" He was like, "Oh, it feels good," and blah blah blah. So I was like, "Okay, but that's something that you do on your own time, like in the privacy of your room, like shut the door. Like, we don't need to know about that. Does not need to be on full on display." But I would never shame my child for exploring their selves, because it's natural, especially when you have a boy. In this case, she's a girl, and I don't have any daughters, but I have plenty of nieces who I've told is perfectly normal, especially when their friends are showing up to school pregnant. You think they're not talking about relations in having sex in middle school? Please. I had a friend in Child, I had a friend in middle school. She had 2 kids by the 8th grade. So if you think that your middle schooler is not out here having conversations about sex, baby, let me tell you what, that's a whole lie. Okay, so then the person went on to say, how frequently do you guys have sex? And have you initiated at any time? Don't your partner make you finish or attempt to do that every time? Now this is a great question because I fully believe that you have to have a partner. Like, for one, you have to trust them, because like, why are you laying up with somebody and letting them see your old face and you don't even trust them? So there has to be some sort of trust there, to where you can communicate properly and effectively. For instance, my husband encourages me to masturbate. I remember telling him, like, no, I don't touch myself. Like, why would I be touching on myself? That's what I have you for. And he was like, well, how do you know what you like? And I was like, if you do something that I like, I tell you to do it again. And he was like, no, but how do you know? He was like, how do you make yourself orgasm? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, no, you gotta start masturbating. And then when I was like, okay, I masturbated, oh my God, today I did this and this toy made me do that. And so then he's like, show me. Listen, the that is so intimate. Just think about the intimacy of you showing your partner what you like, you showing your partner enjoying yourself, pleasuring them. And it's almost telling them, like, now let me see it. Like, in my head, I'd be like, I'm about to show you what I can do, and then you can show me what you can do. And so I really am thankful that I have such a sex positive husband who allows me to try different things and explore my sexuality without shaming me for it, without making me feel like I'm dirty and nasty, because I did grow up in an environment just like this young lady. You know, touching yourself was frowned upon. Um, being, seen with several different people was very much frowned upon. Any of that stuff, like, sex was not a conversation. And I can even remember when my friend got pregnant, my dad was like, yo, you can't be her friend anymore. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, why? Like, I'm not the one who was out here getting pregnant. Y'all motherfuckers got me locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, but they were like, we don't want her bad influence to rub off on you, not even knowing that she was put in a situation where she did not consent and she was pregnant by a family member. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, I was not encouraged to masturbate and touch myself until I was like 25, and I'm 32 at this point. And I'm very grateful that my husband was very vocal and very adamant that, hey, you do this, get in front of the mirror and touch yourself. You need to know what you like and what you don't like. Like, you cannot count on me always to make sure that you make it there, because some guys are not going to care if you get yours. They only care about you getting yours. I think this person is right. Okay, so the last thing she said is, she quoted what the young lady said. I'm also one of those people who is not sure if they've even had an orgasm. That makes my heart hurt. I do believe that everybody should enjoy orgasms every time they have sex. And sometimes maybe you get cut off and you can't do it, or something comes up or whatever, or the mood changes. But the point of having sex is not only to procreate, and we need to get away from that. Some women really believe that the only point of sex is to reproduce, and that's not it. Sex should be enjoyable. Sex is supposed to be pleasurable. You both are supposed to be working together as a team to come to a common goal, which is for the both of you to have an orgasm. I would prefer to have multiple orgasms, but one is quite sufficient. And so that is the importance of having a partner who is understanding, who is very supportive, and who is not going to be judgmental. I'm gonna go back in here and comment. I can't comment because I'm logged in. I'm not logged in, but I'm gonna tell her get her some toys. Like, sis, if you want me to send you some shit, just let me know. Like, y'all will not believe the amount of toys that I have duplicates of. That's just sitting here. That's literally still wrapped up in the fucking plastic, the box, so they're unused. Because I feel like my purpose in life is to help educate people um, about sexuality, whether it's self pleasure or pleasure in your partner. It's a very important part of being in a relationship. We need to stop playing these games, people. Nobody wants to be in a sexless relationship. I don't want to have maintenance sex. Hashtag no maintenance sex. If you are struggling with having orgasms, you should really consider using toys or speaking with your partner about it and doing a little bit of research on your own. But toys have helped. It's a lot of people who reached out to me like, I've never had an orgasm. I don't really like, PIV, which is penis and vagina. And I'll tell them, get you a clitoral stimulator and use it while you're having intercourse. And then they'll be like, girl, oh my God, I caught a cramp. I was hot, I was cold. And they both get to the goal, which is to enjoy sex and have a release. Okay. So, guys, always remember masturbation is meditation. So go play with yourself.